Welcome back to Tailgate Talk. I'm your host, Bryce, and this is our co-host, Gavin. And today we are talking about a good amount of things. It's a good day today.
Yeah.
And also, we got our backdrop. We got our logo sitting right here. Just in case you need a reminder of what this podcast is called.
Exactly.
We're Tailgate Talk.
Yep.
So we got a nice little lineup for y'all today. So we're going to be talking about Rookie of the Year. We got a new series that we're bringing in, a brand new series we're going to have in every episode. We're going to be switching it up with sports a little bit. We're going to talk about some basketball.
Uh-oh.
And that's going to be a Gavin subject because I'm not as big on basketball. We also got the mascot right here. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And then we're going to be talking about OBJ to Miami because that was a big move. We'll get into that some more. And then we're going to end it off talking about the new team jerseys. Just a little flash for all the teams, because
a little drip.
Exactly, because when you're watching a football team, that's what you're looking at.
Exactly.
So,
not the actual football game, the jerseys.
Yeah, you're looking at the jerseys.
Yeah.
So what I want to just start off with are Rookie of the Year predictions. Draft was good. A lot of absolute insane players.
Isn't it crazy that it happened like 2 weeks ago, but it felt like a month ago?
Yeah, it does. It feels like the draft happened forever ago.
It's crazy,
and it really wasn't that long.
Yeah.
But I think I know who will be the Rookie of the Year for offense and defense, and I want to hear yours first before.
All right, I'll give you my offense first, and then you give me your offense.
All right, yeah, sounds good.
Offense, I think this is kind of pretty easy, to be honest. I think it's going to be Caleb Williams.
Okay, you got Caleb Williams, Rookie of the Year?
Okay. He's like, people think he's going to be the next Patrick Mahomes. I think we need to hold off on there. Let's just wait.
Not the next Patrick Mahomes. I don't know about that.
People are saying that. I don't believe it. We'll have to see it.
Crazy.
I'm just saying they got weapons. They got a good coaching staff. I think the coaching staff's good. He's got weapons, like I said. He's got Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, DeAndre Swift. We keep forgetting about him. They got him now. The Bears got him.
The Bears do have DeAndre Swift.
I don't know because they got they're in the tough conference.
Yeah.
With the Lions, the Vikings, and the Packers.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if him winning Rookie of the Year for the offense will translate to them being a top seed.
Right.
But I think he'll win it because of all the weapons surrounded with him. Because
overall, the Bears are just. We've said this a couple of times. Like the Bears just got a roster on them.
And you think about it. Out of the last probably 5 number 1 draft picks.
Right.
This is probably the one. He was probably the.
You can keep talking. She was just touching the tripod.
He's probably at the best position to win now out of everybody that's been gone number 1 the last 5 years. Because last year Bryce Young, they really didn't have a lot.
Yeah.
But Caleb Williams this year's got some. So I think it's going to be interesting next year. But I got Caleb Williams winning.
Bryce Young was like the first pick, but he didn't have any other tools.
Exactly.
Caleb Williams has all these tools to work with. He's like a kid in a candy store.
Exactly.
So,
yep. Is that who you got too?
No, I have a different Rookie of the Year.
Really?
Yeah, we don't disagree a lot on here. 5?
Yes.
You are crazy.
They're good.
No, mine's on the same team as yours, actually.
Really?
Rome Odunze.
Wow.
I think Rome Odunze might get Rookie of the Year.
Huh.
Because I'm not too sure what they're going to put him as, wide receiver 1, 2, or 3, because of all the other guys they got.
Yeah.
But I think he's going to get Rookie of the Year just because I've seen his highlights. I was watching his highlights last night to make sure this choice was a good choice. And he's a stud. His ability to suck in these balls is actually crazy. And cut that out because I need future me. That sounded so bad. Rome Odunze I think he'll get Rookie of the Year. He's really good, and Caleb Williams throwing him the ball. That could translate into Caleb Williams getting Rookie of the Year or both of them being up for nominated for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
This just came out to me on the dome.
Yeah.
Do you think Caleb Williams to Rome Odunze could be the next Joe Burrow to Jamar Chase?
100%.
Young
like prime
duo. Yeah,
100%. If they are what everyone thinks they're going to be,
and stay healthy.
Then, that's 100% yes.
Okay,
but we haven't seen him play pro.
That's true.
So what if Caleb Williams goes or Rome Odunze goes on the field and they just play like crap because it's their rookie season They don't know how to play in the pro leagues, and that's just that. And then they won't get Rookie of the Year. But
exactly.
At the same time, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think they're going to play like how everyone thinks they're going to play, and one of them's getting Rookie of the Year. I got to be honest.
Let me just ask you one more question before we go to defense.
Yeah.
If there's one offensive player that you know for sure has no chance of winning Rookie of the Year, who do you think it is?
Oh my gosh, has no chance of winning Rookie of the Year?
I mean,
I got this. Oh, wait, I'm so stupid. Michael Penix Jr. Yeah. He's not getting Rookie of the Year.
He ain't gonna be seeing the field.
He's not stepping foot on the grass. He's stepping foot on the grass on the sideline. But unless Kirk Cousins gets hurt again, no. Yeah. But also, I'm glad you brought up Michael Penix because I'm looking at the Falcons posting him like at practice, and he's doing good and all this stuff. These Falcon fans are switching up because when they drafted him, they were like, "Oh my gosh, what are we doing?" Which was the correct response because what were they doing? But at the same time, now they're saying this was such a good pick. This was such a no, it wasn't a good pick. Y'all needed a wide receiver. Y'all could have Roman Dunze. At the same time, why are y'all switching up? And they're switching up because I saw this comment. One of the Falcons fans was like, "This is actually a really good pick because Kirk Cousins is coming off an injury. What if he doesn't play like he used to?" Which I understand. Yeah. But at the same time, if that's what the Falcons are thinking, don't pay Kirk Cousins $100 million. What are we doing? If you think Kirk Cousins is gonna be not as good,
then why pay him all that money?
Why pay him all that money?
Yeah.
Anyways, so
good point.
Let me hear your defensive Rookie of the Year.
All right, defensive Rookie of the Year.
This is a harder one to determine.
Yeah, because looking at the draft here, the first defensive player that got drafted was at 15.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. And I'm not going to go with the guy who went at 15. I'm going to go with the guy who went at 17, Dallas Turner, who went to the Vikings.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Let me
tell you something.
Okay.
I have Dallas Turner too. Me and you got Dallas Turner together.
See, we agree on
most stuff. We agree on most stuff. I also have Dallas Turner.
Well, I mean, we probably have the same reasons, but my main reason is that they lost their arguably the best pass rusher this offseason, losing Danielle Hunter to the Texans.
Yeah.
So you bring this guy in, he's big, he's physical, he's fast, he's just everything you want. And looking at this draft thing, it said he should have gone 7 overall. You get this talent at 17.
Yeah.
He's going to be a stud for Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm interested to see what his totals are next year with the sacks and all that other stuff. So I think he's going to be a really good player next year for the Vikings.
Oh, 100%. And also another offensive player I like, but one that would just never get put up for Rookie of the Year is Joe Alt. I really like Joe Alt, but an offensive lineman doesn't get put up for Rookie of the Year offensive.
Yeah.
That just doesn't happen, but it makes sense because there's so many other, keys to the puzzle on offense.
Right.
But I do like Joe Alt. I didn't expect him to go that early in the draft, though.
I didn't think
was it pick 5?
It was 5. I thought he may be going like 7 or maybe just right outside the top 10. But
right, yeah. But it is what it is. I mean, it was a good pick, and also I don't know if I said this on the last podcast. 2 things I want to share. Is that J.J. McCarthy reminds me a lot of Zach Wilson. If you put a side-by-side, I'll do it when I'm editing this video. Picture of Zach Wilson, picture of J.J. McCarthy. They look identical.
They look like brothers from another mother.
They do look like brothers, and I feel like they're going to play like it too. I feel like they're going to play like they're the same guy. And I have no doubt in my mind that J.J. McCarthy is throwing like at least, I don't know, like 10 interceptions.
I'm not going to lie. They did show mini highlight just now. Well, not just now, but in the morning when I woke up, I saw it on Twitter. He was throwing maybe like a 10-yard pass to a coach. The ball went over here. So
did you see that clip of Xavier Worthy dropping his pass? And they were
I didn't see that one.
And they were like, Kadarius Toney's teaching him how to catch. so they got a lot of memes going on with these rookies. And I don't know. I tried to share this in the last podcast, but it got cut out. But Keon Coleman is CeeDee Lamb's cousin, which I did not know about until I was watching interviews. But they're cousins. CeeDee Lamb and Keon Coleman are cousins, which I thought was really good. You can see the athleticism from both of them. I can't find anyone else on defense who would even get put up for Rookie of the Year besides maybe a safety.
Okay.
I feel like a safety could get put up for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
But when I look at all the safeties, I couldn't see really who would get put up. Like Nate Wiggins, if he does good, Cole Bishop, if he does good. It's all like
I got you.
Up and down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But to come off the football topic, sports topic in general, I want to switch into our new series that we're talking about. We got a brand new series going to be in every episode from now on, as long as we can keep thinking of topics to work with.
Yes.
So our new series is called Starting Five. So Starting Five, we're going to give our starting five of anything. It could be movies, sodas, pizza places, anything. Today, we're doing our starting five candies.
Oh, crap.
I want to hear...
Diabetes incoming.
Oh, yeah. We're hearing about our starting five candies, and these could be some hot takes here. They could be.
I think mine's going to be.
Gavin thinks his are going to be some hot takes. Mine, I know everyone's agreeing with mine, except for probably my number five. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to name not 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go tight end, wide receiver 3, wide receiver 2, wide receiver 1, and QB being our number one favorite candy. Just fit the theme of the whole sports and tailgate talk. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I was just going to say, I just want to put out a disclaimer before I reveal my top five and before he reveals his. Gavin Cronager right here, he is allergic to peanuts. So no Reese's will be in my top five. I will put that in my top five, but I do not want to die when I eat these candies. So those will not be in my top five. So before you guys come at me, that's why.
Anyway. That's a deal breaker for people who have peanut allergies. They like the candies, they don't want to die when they eat them.
Exactly.
That's the whole thing.
I concur, yeah.
But right now, I'm going to give my tight end being my number 5, but still in my top 5. So I'm going to go with the fruity candy, Swedish Fish.
Bro,
Let me tell you, Swedish Fish, they're exactly like a tight end. Sometimes you want to throw it to them. Sometimes they're going to block. I'm letting you know right now, they're a perfect tight end candy. Sometimes you're feeling them. Sometimes you can only have the little bags.
Yeah.
You can't eat a lot of them without you feeling a little weird.
I agree.
So that's my tight end. I want to hear your tight end.
My tight end, I'm kind of taking the same angle here, but it's not going to be Swedish Fish. It's going to be Dots.
Dots? Top 5?
Yes.
You are crazy.
They're good.
No, they are gross. Dots are gross.
I'm not going to lie. My mom only knew I started loving Dots probably about a year ago, so this is probably a shocker for everybody who knows me too, but they're so good. I mean, they're just tasty.
They're just not good.
I don't know what else to say. They're just. Oh my gosh! I will admit this though, kind of like a tight end. Sometimes you have them going like a go route. Sometimes you got them running a slant. Sometimes they taste really good to you. Sometimes they just taste like a 1 yard, 2 yard gain. But I have them as my tight end. So
okay, you know what? I can respect the fact that you have the bravery to say that.
Thank you.
And get it put on the internet.
Yep.
So I respect that.
About to get clowned.
All right, my wide receiver 3 is pretty basic. I got a pretty basic candy, but I didn't want it to go unnoticed. You know what I'm saying? I got M&Ms and my wide receiver 3 because if I go to the movie theaters and I see a big bag of M&Ms, I might get them. When I go to see Deadpool and Wolverine in theaters on July 25th, no promo, by the way. I'm not getting money for this. We just memorize the dates because we're so excited for the movie.
Oh, man, it's going to be so good.
It's going to be so good. I think I'm going to be eating M&Ms while I watch it. I might. But I feel like that's just it's a generic candy.
Yeah.
Basic. But at the same time, it shouldn't go not talked about because they are good. They are very good. But let me see your wide receiver 3.
Wide receiver 3 has already been mentioned. Swedish Fish.
Oh my gosh!
I mean,
Swedish Fish at a wide receiver 3.
I had some 3-4 days ago at school.
Mm-hmm.
I almost ate the whole bag. I'm not gonna lie.
They're so addictive.
They're so good.
They're good.
I don't care what people say. Yeah, they might be gummies, but whatever. They are good.
I'm not counting. I'm counting like Welch's fruit snacks as gummies.
Yeah,
like those Swedish Fish are gummy candy that are addicting.
Yeah, I got Swedish Fish as my wide receiver 3.
Yeah, it's good. And like when you get like even when I don't want to call them like wet, but like the ones that are like not. Wait, I'm gonna get clowned.
Keep
going. Wet, but like they're not like all dried up and like have cracks in them. You know, like the good bags.
Yeah,
something like that. But I know Swedish Fish. A lot of people do not like Swedish Fish.
Yeah,
we might get hate for this.
A lot of my friends don't like them, which I don't get.
Putting the Swedish Fish in our top 5, we'll probably get hate for it.
I don't care.
But I don't care either. I will take hate for some Swedish Fish. My wide receiver 2, dude, I'm surprised I didn't put this as my QB, but Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
I don't know.
Gavin can't. He just can't have them. It's okay, but at the same time, they are exquisite. And when you get the mini ones and you put them in the fridge for a day, come back the next day and eat them cold, oh my gosh, they're so good. And I know you can't talk about Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, but they're so good. You know, one day we're going to have to get you an EpiPen and give you a bag of Reese's Cups.
Okay, why is it everybody want to do this? My friend Jalen at school, every time he gets a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, he takes out the wrapper and he puts it in front of my face, knowing if I move 5 inches, I will be getting peanut butter on me and I will be getting hives, choking and dying. Why do my friends want to kill me? Okay? Oh my gosh.
It is just joking around with Gavin. But when I would eat my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches around him, I'd be like, Gavin, I could just throw this at you and kill you right now.
It's like a bomb.
It's like a bomb. I just like, rah, and just throw it at him. But that's my wide receiver 2 right there.
All right, my wide receiver 2 has actually already been mentioned as well. M&M's.
M&M's, a wide receiver 2?
Yes.
Dude, you're putting these high. I'm not going to lie.
M&M's, I mean, what can I say? I mean, they're just solid. They're reliable. They're like a wide receiver 2.
They're like a wide receiver 2.
I mean, like Hunter Renfrow in college, he was a wide receiver 2, and he won the championship for Clemson.
Yep.
I mean, he was always a solid option. M&M's always a solid option.
Sometimes they're inconsistent. You know, sometimes they're hit, sometimes they're missed, just like Gabe Davis.
Yeah.
So
I got M&M's as my wide receiver 2. So.
All right, my wide receiver 1.
Here we go. Top 2 right here. Let's see.
Might be a hot take here.
Uh-oh, here we go.
It's a chocolate. My wide receiver 2, which I don't know if many people like this candy, but 3 Musketeers. I love 3 Musketeers. Those are so good. And it's like when you bite into a bar of 3 Musketeers, it's almost like you barely have to chew. It's like it just almost melts away in your mouth.
I like that pick.
Like a silk cloud.
I like that pick.
You like that pick?
I do.
I like that pick.
I'm not hating it. I like it.
When I go trick-or-treating and I get 3 Musketeers in my bag, I'm a happy camper. I don't care what else I get in my bag for the rest of the night. I know I'm going to go home and have 3 Musketeers.
I like that.
So I'm happy with that. What's your wide receiver 1?
My wide receiver 1, I was in between this and my other candy for number 1.
Mm-hmm. Has it been mentioned yet?
No, it has not.
Has not been mentioned yet on the starting 5.
I'm going to go with my wide receiver 1, Twix.
Wow. How did I know you were going to say that? I was like, is he about to say Twix right now?
I mean, they're crunchy.
Oh, they're beautiful.
They're
absolutely beautiful. I love that pick.
They're beautimous. I mean, it's like
they're beautimous.
They're just so
caramel. When you go to crunch into it. And you can eat the mini ones. You could eat 1,000.
Preacher.
Not feel sick also. Eat 1,000 of them.
Oh yeah.
The only problem I have with that pick is that it's not at number 1.
Is that your one?
It's my QB. Twix is my QB. And I think it deserves to be top candy of all time. Twix is amazing.
Yeah.
And we just talked about it. Yeah. Clap it up for Twix. We love Twix.
Yeah.
What's your QB?
I'm surprised you didn't mention this one.
Okay.
Kit Kat.
Okay, keep going, and I'll tell you why I did it.
Kit Kats, you see the commercials, what is it? Commercials, you boom, tear them in half, whatever. You don't need that. They're just good. I think the dog agrees with me, too.
Yeah. He obviously loves a Kit Kat. Diesel, shut your mouth!
I mean, the Kit Kats are just, they're the top candy. I don't care what anyone says. They're just, I could eat 50 of them. I don't care. I don't care.
Let me tell you why Kit Kat did not make my top 5.
Please.
I do not like Kit Kats.
What?
I don't like them. They're gross. They're bad.
Dude, apologize right now.
I'll stand by it for as long as I live. I don't like Kit Kats. I've never gotten the hype around Kit Kats. Every time when me and my brother went trick-or-treating when we were little, I would get my Kit Kats. I'd be like, here you go, Justin. Here's my Kit Kats. I don't want them. I'm not going to eat them. I don't like Kit Kats. Like, okay, I don't hate them. I don't despise them. If somebody's like, do you want this little Kit Kat? Sure. I'll have it. Kit Kats aren't good. Listen, I know that's probably the hottest take that I've ever said.
Feelings.
That's probably the hardest take I've ever said on this podcast. I don't like Kit Kats. I don't think they deserve to be a top 5 candy.
That's the stupidest thing.
Nor your number 1. I don't think they deserve to be a number 1 candy. Okay, maybe a number 5.
I can't. You know what? Comment down below if whose list you agree with more. Mine or his. Mine's going to win.
And comment 1,000%. Your number 1 candy, and I promise you it ain't going to be Kit Kats.
Oh, come on.
It ain't going to be Kit Kats.
I can see Reese's getting
number 1. No, I'm not breaking you a piece off of nothing. No Kit Kat bar. I don't want a Kit Kat bar.
Whatever.
I think that's a terrible pick. But at the same time, it is what it is.
They're just opinions.
They're just opinions.
We're not going to fight over it.
Exactly. We could fight over. We could run the fade right now for a number 1 pick. But so that's our new series.
I felt
And let us know what you think about it. Give us ideas on what you want to see a new starting 5 with, because we love those ideas. We have a couple brainstormed already. But comment, what do you guys want us to give our top 5 rating with? And I can obviously, by my list, I can promise you guys I'll give you guys a valid list. As for Gavin, his won't be that good.
Well, it depends what the list is. If the list is top 5 peanut brands or whatever, my list isn't going to be good. But if it's top 5 candies, my list is going to be point on.
I think, now this is just a little off the dome thing here. I think our next top 5, we should do top 5 Marvel movies.
I was thinking about that.
I would love that.
Stay tuned. Top 5 next week.
Episode 4 is going to be a banger. The NFL schedule's releasing. Top 5 next week. Probably going to be Marvel movies.
Most likely, yes.
It's going to be a banger. We're going to have a great episode for you. Now I want to kick it to Gavin. This is his moment to shine right here.
My moment to shine, Ma.
It's a big Gavin segment right here.
Yes.
This is going to be Gavin. It's not called a specific name, but it's going to be Gavin talking about basketball. About the NBA playoffs. Yes. I know myself a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Last I heard, Miami getting kicked out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
Kind of broke my heart.
They did.
I don't know as much about basketball, but I do have a couple questions. I've been hearing a lot about the Timberwolves. Do you think they got a shot?
Well, I think they do, but last night they got blown out by 30 points.
Oh, did they really?
On their home court.
Wow.
But they're still up 2-1 over the Nuggets, but the Nuggets, they're resilient. They won the championship last year. They got the MVP. They got Jamal Murray. So I think this game, it's gonna go to 6, maybe 7 games.
So what game is there a game tonight?
No, the game happened last night, so the game will be tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Who's playing tomorrow?
Tomorrow will be the like we mentioned, the Timberwolves and Nuggets, and then it'll also be the Knicks Pacers. Ooh. But there's 2 games on tonight. Tonight it's going to be the Thunder Mavericks at 3:30.
Ooh.
That's going to be a good one.
Who's your pick? I want to hear your picks after you say these games.
All right, my picks for the Thunder Mavericks. Mavericks won game 2. The Thunder's going to want avenge. So Luka Doncic might not be playing. I'm going to go with the Thunder. I think the Thunder win this game. They're going to be up 2-1. So I got the Thunder winning this one. And then tonight at 8:30, the Celtics and Cavs play.
Ooh, really?
Yes. The Celtics, the best team in basketball. They got destroyed by like 20 points by the Cavs on Friday night.
Wow.
Excuse me, on Thursday night. They're going to be wanting vengeance again. I think the Celtics win by double digits.
Wow.
So I got the Celtics and I got the Thunder winning tonight.
Okay, I got you. I do want to ask you a little bit about the NBA MVP. There's been lots of controversy around it. Some people were saying Luka should have won it.
Yeah.
People were saying, who is the guy that won it?
The guy who won it, his name's Nikola Jokic. He's on the Nuggets.
Yeah.
This is his 3rd MVP.
I heard a lot of people didn't think he should get it.
Well, the thing about this is, I'm not going to be, okay, maybe I'm a little biased. I'm a Kentucky basketball fan. I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander from the Thunder, he should have won it. The top 3 was Gilgeous-Alexander, Jokic, and Doncic. Those are the top 3. And apparently they showed the scorecard or whatever. Apparently Jokic ran away with the MVP, which I didn't think I thought it was closer, but I think Shai Gilgeous-Alexander should have won it. But it is what it is. I mean, Jokic is a great player. He's probably a top 5 center of all time already, and he's still relatively young. So, I mean, I think they got it wrong, but it is what it is.
Yeah. So who do you think is gonna win the whole thing?
Win the whole thing just in general?
NBA playoffs. Who do you think's winning it?
All right, I'll give you my championship prediction and I'll tell you who I got winning.
All right, cool.
I think it's going to be the Celtics and the Timberwolves in the championship game.
Okay.
In the finals.
Okay.
And I have the Celtics winning in 7.
Wow.
That's for you, Papal. My Papal's a Celtics fan. So there you go, Papal.
All right. So we got Celtics winning the
Celtics win 7 against the Timberwolves.
And after the playoffs, we're gonna cut back to this. We're gonna cut back to Gavin's prediction. We're gonna see if he's right.
I mean, they're gonna be really right or really wrong. One of the two.
It's gonna be one of the two. A little small transfer back into football. Some UFL games are going on today. My biggest interest for the UFL today. I know UFL isn't as big. It's not as attention grabbing, but the Stallions and the Battlehawks play today. And those are some absolute units of teams.
Right.
They got guys from the Pittsburgh Steelers, Indianapolis Colts. They got guys from the Raiders. They got past NFL players. And the Stallions are undefeated, and the Battlehawks have only lost 1 game.
Wow.
So it's going to be a good game today. It's at 4 o'clock. I'll probably be tuning into that. But now that we've tuned in back to football, there is one signing that I want to talk about in specific because his name brings a lot of clicks. His name brings a lot of attention, and that's Odell Beckham Jr.
Yes.
The guy who invented the one-handed grab.
Yes.
Just the guy who invented the phrase, "Yo, Odell it." And your
give me an OBJ,
give me an Odell it, and your friend would throw it up high and you try to one-hand it. The guy that invented all that, pretty much every little 5th grader's idol back when he was prime, he got signed to the Miami Dolphins. So I gotta be honest, he was a great player. He did okay on the Ravens.
Yeah.
Do I think Miami should have picked him up? No. Do I think OBJ should still be playing? No. He has enough money to retire and live a long life. But the only reason I say that is because he's kind of washed. And I don't know if he'll do as good, but I want to hear some of your thoughts on the OBJ getting signed.
Well, I mean, if there was one place, to be honest, for OBJ to go and maybe still perform good, I mean, I think it was the Dolphins.
Seriously. Oh, really?
Yeah, they got Tua. I mean, I know they got Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle too. Yeah. So OBJ will be like wide receiver 3, if you will.
Yeah.
But you'll get Jalen Waddle to learn from OBJ. You'll get Tyreek Hill and OBJ to work together.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think it could work. I just don't know how. I think it could work. I just don't know if it will work, and I don't know if. I just don't know if they're going to be able to gel together.
Yeah, it could work because, Jalen Waddle can be learning from a vet. Yeah. And Tyreek Hill was the fastest player in the NFL until Xavier Worthy went and beat his 40. But I did see a video of Tyreek Hill running his own 40, and he beat Xavier Worthy's score. So it's between Tyreek Hill and Xavier Worthy for the fast play in the NFL. But they signed OBJ to a 1-year deal for $8.25 million. So obviously that's a lot of money, but compared to some of the other players in the NFL, they're not giving them as much, which is a good move for the Dolphins, because you don't know, because Odell isn't the same as he used to be. So they're not going to go ahead and give him a whole crap ton of money, even though $8 million is a crap ton of money.
Right.
But it's only a 1-year deal. If he does amazing, they're probably going to re-sign him. And if he does bad, he'll probably just go to another team. Now, I will say, if he came, because he used to be every little kid's favorite football player. So if he, ended up getting on the Buffalo Bills, I'd probably buy his jersey just to have an Odell Beckham Buffalo Bills jersey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just because, he's such a good veteran, I would love to have his jersey in Buffalo Bills for him. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this about the Dolphins, too, that we're on talking about the Dolphins. They have, besides injuries, if injury doesn't happen, they have no reason not to be a top 3-2 seed in the playoffs next year.
Yeah.
If they stay healthy. Yeah. They got a great defense. They got a great offense. I just don't know. I mean, they need to. If they stay healthy.
You want to hear my true opinion? And this is not biased at all. I swear to you, I'm not saying this because I'm a Bills fan. I still think the Buffalo Bills will have a position over the Miami Dolphins. Seed wise.
So you think it would be So you think the Patriots will be last in the division?
Yes.
So you think Patriots?
I think it will be Patriots, Jets. Jets got Aaron back, don't they?
If he can keep his.
If he can like stay healthy.
Yeah.
I can see, like it was this year, coming down to one game between Miami and Buffalo for who gets the second seed in the AFC. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Buffalo will continue to do them up. I think we'll continue to squish the fish at the end of the day.
The fish.
I promise I'm not saying that to be biased. I just think Miami, like Buffalo, likes to choke a lot.
Yeah.
Like how we like to choke a lot against Kansas City.
Right.
They like to choke a lot against us. So that's a little mountain they got to climb. And I think Keon Coleman is a good addition, a good substitute for Stephon Diggs, upgrade, if you will, to help us keep doing good against the Dolphins. I'll always love to see the Buffalo Bills and Miami Dolphins play. It's always a good game all the time. Same as the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's always a good game. But yeah, I think they'll still be number 3 seed.
The thing about this signing, one more thing before we move on to the next one.
Yeah.
I don't think it doesn't this doesn't move the needle at all for the Dolphins, in my opinion, with the OBJ signing.
Right.
It doesn't bring them back any, but it doesn't bring them up any. You know, it doesn't bring them up to like the tiers of Kansas City.
Yeah.
Of just like anybody like that. It just doesn't bring them up like that, the 49ers, the Ravens. But it keeps them still in the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see what happens, but I don't think it moves the needle very much for me, at least, for the Dolphins.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was definitely just a signing that I feel like shocked everyone.
It kind of came out of nowhere.
It came out of nowhere, and people were like, oh, that's weird, but no one like freaked out about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what these players are going to be wearing is what I like to talk about. And because like the Flash, I love seeing the pictures when they're coming out of the tunnel, what they're wearing. And what I want to get into is these teams are releasing some new jerseys this year.
Some new heat.
Some absolute specimens of amazingness. And it's because the NFL passed that rule they can have a third helmet now.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know they passed that.
Yeah, so all teams can have a third helmet now. They have the home helmet, the away helmet, and an alternate helmet or a color rush helmet.
Yeah.
So just a little thing that has not been announced yet. What I think the Buffalo Bills will do will bring back the red helmet, but we posted a picture on our Instagram of Josh Allen wearing a blue helmet. It looked so. If I can find the picture, I'll put it up. But it looked really cool.
Interesting.
It looked really cool.
We're gonna be talking about the uniforms we know for sure is gonna be.
Yeah, we're talking about the uniform. We're gonna give what we like our favorite uniforms and then our least favorite uniform. But I think me and Gavin will agree on our least favorite. But my number one favorite, which I think is a hot take, but nah, my 2 favorites are tied. I have my favorite, the Texans H-Town. Their H-Town jerseys. They got the H on the helmet, the red letters, it was like black jerseys. And then blue gloves and blue cleats. It's so cool looking. I think it's just really nice. And then my other one tied for first is the Lions. The Lions black with blue helmet. And I think a lot of people were like, you're copying the Panthers. But the Lions...
They deserve it.
The Lions deserve it more than the Panthers. The Lions are making the NFC champions. Like, they made it to the NFC championship.
I will say this. I agree with you. I tied for 2.
Yeah.
But one of the jerseys are tied with are the black jerseys that he mentioned for the Lions. Those are just... Oh, my gosh. They're
beautiful.
And then for I agree, but the Texans jersey... I'm not picking the H one. I'm picking the full-on red one.
Oh, I was thinking about picking the red crimson ones.
Oh,
and the Texan horns. Oh my gosh,
fire!
Like the helmets are beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, they're actually amazing. The other jerseys. So yeah, I like the Detroit black blue helmet. I think it looks better on them.
I agree. I like that.
Yeah, than the Panthers, but the jerseys I hate. You should have kept it the same before. is the Denver Broncos.
I don't like that.
They're not good.
That's my least favorite too. I agree.
Yeah,
and I don't like any of the three, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like any of the three.
Yeah, me either. They're so plain. They're boring. They just don't have anything. Like even they're bringing back their throwbacks.
Yeah.
And even their throwbacks is like the cream kind of orange, almost like the orange of your shirt.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I like it.
I feel like with the other two we mentioned, the Lions and the Texans jerseys, they like pop out at you. They like punch you in the face.
Yeah.
These just give you a little slap, you know?
Yeah, they're just like, I don't. Just a little baby tap. It's
exactly. I don't
crazy.
Like these. Yeah.
And two things that haven't been revealed yet is the Jaguars are doing their throwback jerseys.
Yeah, that hasn't been posted yet, right?
It hasn't been posted yet, but they posted the logo, but we haven't seen the jerseys. So maybe
soon.
Yeah, maybe once they come out, then we'll talk about that. But that crimson red Texans is just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
It is.
I'm a sucker for crimson red. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's amazing.
Like all crimson red.
Oh yeah. And another one that was talked about, the Jets. They switched their logo. They just put it on. I think they have the same jersey.
Yeah, they're calling these new jerseys the Legacy Collection. They have a Legacy Green, Legacy White, and Legacy Black jerseys.
Oh,
so they're just.
Didn't they just have the same colors last season though?
I think so. I mean, they could have. I mean, the black looks a little different in my opinion. I'm looking at the picture right now. It looks a little different.
Okay.
But I mean, overall they just look the same, but maybe a little difference here and there. But
yeah,
I still think the Texans and Lions clear for best jerseys so far.
Oh yeah, 100%. And we'll obviously talk about more if it comes up.
Yeah.
But as of right now, those are the jerseys that have been released. Those are our favorite ones.
Something happened yesterday during lunch when we were at lunch at Spring Hill that was released.
Oh my gosh, yes. Over here, I was thinking like we were coming to a close. No, peak.
Grabbing from the top rope, RKO out of nowhere.
Oh my goodness. Sends me an Instagram picture, and I'll put it up on the screen right now.
Oh my gosh.
GOAT of a game. College Football 25 released its deluxe edition cover. That means there's going to be a standard edition, which will probably be $60 to $70, and deluxe edition, which will probably be like $100. I might buy the deluxe edition.
I might have to.
I
don't care.
So there's obviously going to be currency that you buy in the game, and you get a bunch of free currency with the deluxe edition. The cover for that game is for the deluxe edition. We haven't even seen the standard edition yet.
And you know what's crazy? I just remember this actually. I don't know where. I forgot where. But there's this link I saw on Twitter. You click it, and it takes you to a countdown to when they're going to upload some new trailer footage for the game.
Wow.
It happens this Wednesday.
Wow.
We're going to have on that to talk about next Saturday, too.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Tailgate Talk Episode 4 is going to be...
Biggest episode yet.
It's going to be the biggest episode yet. We're going to be talking about the schedule. We're going to be talking about NCAA 25.
Top Marvel movies.
And top Marvel movies. Guys, if y'all want to see a fire episode that will be better than this one, y'all are going to have to come back for Episode 4. It's going to be amazing.
Yes.
It's going to be a lot of sports talk. We're going to be talking about Marvel movies. It's going to be talking about a whole bunch of stuff.
Yes.
Make sure you come back for Episode 4. That concludes the podcast for today. We thank you guys for tuning in. We thank you guys for all the love and support you're giving us. If you have any new ideas, anything you guys want us to talk about, drop it in the comments down below. We'll talk about it. But we'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Peace.